Hello, everyone. It's your girl Tay here from Let's Talk Wild, bringing you another Discovery Necked and Afraid Apocalypse episode review and recap. This is season one, episode five, Triple Threats. Okay, sorry about being late, y'all. I apologize. Okay, look at Ricardo McGray say you're late. Laugh out loud. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. It's just been one of those days. I was really tired. Okay, but we are going to get into the episode. Okay, y'all already know this is 12 survivalists. Well, we down, honey. It's not 12 survivalists now, but they take on the scorched, abandoned, apocalyptic African wasteland where they must scavenge the ruins to survive. Will they be able to survive 35 days without food, water, and clothing? Will they be able to handle the extreme heat and drought? Or will they be able to avoid conflict with the wildlife such as lions, elephants, black mambas? Oh my, yes, hyenas, crocodiles, all of that. Who will escape and make it back to civilization? We'll see this season on Naked and Afraid Apocalypse. Let's get into it, y'all. If y'all missed episode 3, I will have the playlist linked in the description box, and y'all know I leave timestamps once I'm done the live. I leave the timestamps for you guys. Okay, yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, turn on your notifications so you guys can be notified when I upload and go live. Okay, you can send a little donation to the Let's Talk Wild Venmo or PayPal. Everything will be linked in the description box. Now let's get into the episode. Okay, y'all. So, during the last episode, hold on, I think this is hold on. If you missed episode 4, not episode 3, I meant to fix this. But if you missed episode 4, okay, linked everything down below, okay? Um Hold on. Yep. So we started with 12 survivalists. Now we are down to 8 guys. Yes. So we left off on day 14. The rain was still coming down. Walls and Teal. Yes. Walls and Teal, they break down their barrel smoker to check on the meat. Some of their Nyala meat was good and some of it was bad. I think they called it Nyala. I gotta remember. But they eat good and dump the bad meat. Okay. Next up, Steven, Alexa, and Frank for day 14. Steven is resting because he was up all night scooping the water out of the shelter. Okay. Frank wants to nap, and Alexa has been up over 50 hours. That is insane. Okay. Shout out to her for holding it down. POP, holding it down. Yes. She gets emotional. She starts crying and stuff like that. Now, when this episode started, we skipped right to day 16. So back to Walls and Teal for day 16. The rain has finally stopped. Okay. Last episode was Stormageddon. It was rain, 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 rain. Please go away, honey. But day 16, the rain has finally stopped. Walls and Teal, the water has risen and has flooded their fishing lines. They go out to hunt, and Walls admits he is not a good hunter. Like, he lets it be known he's not a good hunter. He takes some practice shots with the bow, but he's missing them. And Teal, she takes the bow, she starts making some shots, landing some shots. I was excited to see her grab the bow and do her thing. She said the only experience she has with the bow is like for sport or whatever. But nonetheless, she looked great out there with the bow. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Got the women out here trying to get that protein. Okay, pulling her weight. I love that about Teal. Shout out to her. Wall said he is the backup hunter. Okay, he doesn't mind being the backup hunter. But yeah, shout out to Teal. She's doing her thing. Now, Steven, Alexa, and Frank. Alexa is crying because she's overwhelmed, and this is still day 16, guys. Frank feels like it's his fault. Alexa is cold because he could have built a better shelter. Frank goes bow hunting for some catfish. Okay, let's put up the catfish. Now, this is not a species that will be found in Africa. However, it is a catfish and is used for demonstration. Okay, now some species of catfish create a sac, a mucus cocoon. I mean, that's basically what it is. And they coat it around themselves when they bury themselves at the bottom of the water to help keep them alive during the dry season. Okay, now once it rains, they burst out of the sac. Yada 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 yada. Now, Frank catches the catfish. and with the bow, and he takes it back to camp, and they cook and they eat it. Okay. Now, Wes and Steve. Okay, y'all know Steve came by the channel, left a comment, showed up. He pulled up, showed us some love because it's not just me, it's y'all. Shout out to the people that watch, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. So he pulled up on us, y'all, and said keep up the great work and all that. So shout out to Steve. Y'all already know he is the wordsmith of Necking and Afraid. That's what I call him. Okay, y'all know I give everybody like nicknames and stuff. Steve is the wordsmith, period. He's hilarious. He's funny without even trying. He puts words together and you just gotta crack up laughing because he's just he's a wordsmith, period. Um I'm just thinking about stuff that he be saying, child. You just burst out laughing. um Wes and Steve, they are cooking and preserving their Nyala meat and they are feeling good, but they do find some parts of the Nyala that are rotten, so they have to toss the meat. Wes is concerned because he said the smell can attract animals. Steve wants to use some of the rotten meat as bait to catch catfish. Now, a lion pays them a visit and they bang on a metal to scare it away. And they make an alarm system by putting rocks in cans and stringing the cans around the area. So if any lions come, they'll be alerted. Yes. Up next is Joe. Child, Joe is still out there by himself, just thugging it, okay? He said, I don't need nobody. I got myself. So, Joe, the elephant is back for Joe, y'all. The elephant is still around, okay? Matter of fact, I don't even think the elephant gone anywhere. He didn't even go anywhere. The elephant is just still there, stalking him, being aggressive, and it's still at a good distance from Joe. Now, guys, if you didn't know, elephants can run up to 25 miles per hour and sustain it for 200 meters. So, thinking about his safety, Joe wants to build a ladder, y'all. He wants to build a ladder. Look, listen, Linda, listen. I know y'all over there like, what? Exactly. Everybody tonight was confused by Joe and what he was doing. But he finds a tree that the elephant is marking and takes a note of how far up the tree the elephant is marking because he wants to build a ladder he can use to climb a tree just in case he needs a quick escape plan if the elephant decides to come for him, right? My goodness, Joe. So he finds an old telephone pole, and he remixes it and rebuilds it as a ladder. But after a while, he has to take a break from building because he doesn't want to black out. He's getting dizzy. He's using a lot of energy and calories are being burned just from building this. So he has to relax. Now, night 16, the wind is brutal. Okay. Joe doesn't want his shelter to collapse on him. His shelter is like opening, sliding, creaking. He's frustrated because he wants his sleep. He said that was like one of the things he thought he was going to be able to control was his sleep. But honey, Mother Nature once again humbled you and let you know you don't make the rules, she does. Okay. Yeah. uh Day 17, we got Walls and Teal. Teal is in the blind. Walls is watching from a distance. A species of antelope. Y'all know Africa has different antelope species, animals in the antelope family and stuff like that. I'm not sure which one it was, but it comes down to the water to drink, and she slowly gets into position in the blind, and she takes a shot. She misses. Sucks, but yeah, she thought it was a small amount of them down there near the water, but when she said she looked up, it was 15 of them. So she had already took aim at the smallest one because she didn't even notice like the bigger ones. But yeah. So next up is Steven, Alexa, and Frank. They are finding new items in the area that has gotten washed up from the storm. They find a steel door that they try to put on top of their shelter, but the wood beams won't be able to hold the weight in the frame. Okay. The frame leans, y'all. It leans and it falls while Steven and Frank are like holding it up. Luckily, they like was able to like pivot and slide it onto the ground. and nobody got hurt, but that could have ended very, very badly. Yeah. They rebuild the frame and use wire to secure it, and they build their canopy, which was their original plan. They got sidetracked. Honey started doing other stuff. So, but they build the canopy. Okay. Frank wants to catch a guinea fowl, so he builds a snare trap. Now let's get into Wes and Steve. Steve takes the rotten Nyala meat and goes fishing. Wes is making an elongated fish trap made from wood and wire. It looks like a longer lobster trap. It was really cool. I love watching the survivalists just bushcraft, making all these type of things with what they have. I love it. That's one of my favorite things about the show. If not, besides the animals, seeing the animals, stuff like learning different things about the animals, but seeing them do their bushcrafts, I really love it. But he finishes the trap. He puts some rotten meat in it and sets it in the water with some plants on top. They go back to their shelter and they find a snake skin. So they have to keep their eyes open. Okay, don't want to get bit out there. Okay, so they gather some firewood and they're like chilling in their shelter, laying down, and then Steve sees it. Like, what is that? It's a black mamba. This is Discovery picture right here. I got took it off the TV, child. But yeah, it's a black mamba next to Wes. It was so close to him, guys. Like, he quickly gets up. The snake leaves and the guys throw burning ash around their shelter to help deter the snake from coming back. But black mambas, their bite is very Italy. Like, it could take you out of here. Okay, this venomous snake can cause their bite can cause heart attack, paralysis, and it can unalive you, point blank period. So, whew, lucky for Wes. Oh, shout out to Steve for having those eyes open. Okay, always open. You know. Next up is Joe. Hey, Joseph. Okay, so Joe makes some wind chimes from shell casings and some other items to help alarm him if the elephant if the elephant comes near his shelter. He has to take another break because he doesn't want to black out. He makes a fishing reel with wire as the fishing line. Okay, day 18, walls and tail. uh Wall sees a small darker. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. Let me show y'all. This is what it looks like. Okay, another antelope species from Africa. So yeah, so this small little antelope species, he saw what Wall saw in the distance. So Teal takes the bow. She goes to check it out. She finds it. She aims. She takes the shot. She hits it. It jumps up, tries to run, but it collapses like a few feet away from her. She gets emotional, starts crying. Walls comes to check on her and lets her know he's proud of her and just tries to, comfort her and tell her, like, you know, this is some things, we got to do to survive and stuff like that. And Teal said, like, I'm not naive. And I respect her for saying this. Like, I got emotional, honey. But she was like, I'm not naive. She like, I know where my food comes from. I just don't like this part of it. And that's real. Like, that's real. They start dressing the meat and Walls gets the barrel smoker going. I love that smoker. They cook the meat and they say it's good and tender. Yes, okay. um Now we up to Steven, Alexa, and Frank. Okay. Frank checks his snare traps, nothing. He finds a scorpion hole and he takes a leaf and wiggles it out, like he wiggles it outside of the hole, and the scorpion like grabs it, pinches it. So Frank digs it up. He calls it scorpion fishing. Okay, he gets Steven and Alexa to help dig them up because they need to eat. They catch about 9 of them. They cut the stingers off and roast them over the fire to eat. And Steven said they taste like dirt, exoskeleton, and Africa in your mouth. But there are 100 and over 130 species of scorpions in Africa. They dig burrows to help protect them from the heat. Y'all know everybody want to be protected from the heat, honey. Wes and Steve are up next. Wes said he didn't sleep well because he thought about the black mamba. He's rattled. He doesn't want to pass away and not be able to see his family. So that is concerning for sure. Next up is Joe. He is tired, but he has to try to catch some food. He uses a scorpion as bait and sets his wire fishing line out. He catches some poisonous white frogs that he uses as bait for Amber's fish trap. Shout out to Amber and her fish trap, honey. Amber is no longer in the challenge, but her fish trap lives on. So once again, he's getting dizzy and lightheaded. He says it's getting dangerous to stand, and that's scary. He checks the fishing line, nothing. He checks the fish trap, and he finds a Terrapin. Yes, I want to share this screen with you guys so you guys can see this Terrapin. Okay, now this Terrapin is not I'm not sure if this species is found in Africa, but this is little diamondback or whatever. Just to give you guys a little look of what the terrapins look like. But yeah, that's what the terrapins are looking like. So that's what he caught the terrapin, and yeah, he cooks it and he eats it. Mm. Ugh. I just can't. I have a story about a turtle getting my neighbor eating a big old turtle, and it never set right with me because he was like this older. Like I'll get into it later, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'll tell y'all later. But the fact about the terrapin, it provides the same amount of protein as a beef burger patty. Yeah. So yeah, and night so what we are on night 18 with Walls and Teal. They are smoking some meat inside the shelter, and they wake up to a lion brushing up against their shelter. That is scary. Night 18. We on night 18. The animals ain't letting up. This episode, the animals said we not letting up. Period. Lions, black mambas, elephants, they not letting up. Like, no. Now, let's get into my wild thoughts, and then we're gonna get in the fan comments, okay? So for real, y'all, I'm tired of scorpions getting eaten. Like, and I feel some type of way because I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpio season is coming up, right? Spooky season, Scorpio season is coming up. And I just feel some type of way. Every time they catch a scorpion and eat it, I'm just over here like, you're eating my kind. You're eating my kind. Like it's so fucking weird, yo. It's so weird. So yeah, I'm like, stop. Just stop. Joe, leave the area. The elephant don't want you there. Building a ladder to climb a tree that the elephant can knock down is crazy. Is wild. Word to me, Joe. Word to me. That is crazy. Okay? Like, you gotta stop. You have to stop. Frank catching a catfish literally 5 minutes into the episode was cool. But him and Steven were wild as F for trying to like put that door on top of that flimsy frame. And I'm happy no one got hurt, but I'm looking at them like, now, boys, y'all know better than this. Why is y'all burning all this energy to do this? Should have just stuck to the plan and built y'all canopy. Y'all could have built y'all canopy from the first get-go, wasting all that energy, but I digress, okay? I really appreciated Walls being honest. Let me pull Walls and Teal up. I really appreciate Walls being honest about not being the best hunter, and being honest with Teal about it. Guys on this show, they come on, they have these egos and stuff like that. Like, I gotta be the provider. I gotta catch the meals. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But Walls is like, nah, I ain't that bad. I'm not the best hunter. Like, Teal, you gonna take this bow or what? Like, Teal, you gonna get out there in the field or what? Like, you gonna go out there, girl? What's good? And that's exactly what she did. I'm proud of Teal for stepping up and handling business. She's standing on business, honey, in the African bush, and that's exactly what she did. And I love that she shared how she felt. She like, listen, Walls, I understand you coming over here for support, but I'm not naive. I know where my food come from. I just don't like this part of it. And that was some real stuff to say. So I appreciate them both for being so vulnerable, and just being so open and honest with us, the viewers, and with each other and themselves, you know. So shout out to them. Now let's get into the fan comments. Are you guys ready? Let me pull everything down. Oh, honey. So I'm going to read some comments from X, formerly known as Twitter, and I'm also going to read some comments from Facebook. Okay. Naked and Afraid. Somebody took my top fan badge over there on Facebook. Can somebody put it back, please? Producers, anybody? Social media manager? Hey. Can I get my top? My y'all gave it to me and then it's gone, girl. Or maybe I can't see it. I don't know. Can I get it back though? I've been engaging. Please. Okay. So yeah, I want to share the screen. Give me a second. But let's get into the episodes. Let's get into X first, because y'all already know that's where it originally started. Oh my goodness. Uncle Marv said it's naked time. Hold on, let me pull myself down. Did I pull myself down? Okay. And Miss Twilly said, are they going to merge this apocalyptic groups? I want to see and share. I want them to see and share how the others have been living. I agree. The next phase of apocalypse has begun. Hashtag Naked and Afraid. Let's go. Miss Twilly, day 16. I feel like they've been out there for a month already. And just like that, Frank scores more protein. Hashtag Naked and Afraid. Hell yeah. White Diamonds. Hey, White Diamonds. Hey, Joe, this dude can't take the tree down with you up in it. Exactly. You better be careful. Like, and then I replied like that part, like, sir, you are building this ladder and this the climb a tree, and the elephant can literally knock the tree down. Like, come on. Look at me, Joe. That elephant is not playing with you, and I meant that. I love that gif, like for real. White Diamonds. Seems like you guys have outstayed your welcome. Elephant stalking Joe. Now this lion is charging towards West and Steve. Yes, it was ghetto. I said, Till, take the bow, girl. Show us what you got. Uncle Marv. Hey Joe, that elephant is telling you to leave, not build a ladder. Did you forget that he could knock the tree down? Morning. They talk about some other shows that ain't none of our business. I put OMG. I forgot what I put. It was just a lot going on. I forgot what I put OMG for. Oh, I put OMG because the roof was falling down. Thank you, Uncle Mark, for putting that because it remind me. Stephen, before and after. At least we have a roof, and then it falls. White Diamonds. Trip wire for an elephant. That elephant is going to rip through that trip wire like it was thread, bruh. Like, no, for real. Joe is crazy. Look at me. Not somebody. Let me like that. Not maybe he had a vision of like this. No, for real though. I'm hollering. That is so funny. Shout out to Star Wars. Uncle Marv, with the F Joe, an alarm system is only going to tell you when that elephant will ill you. Okay. Richard Wharton, has Joe eaten anything yet? I said not yet in this episode. White Diamonds, Wes's fish basket looks fire. It did. It really looked good, y'all. Uncle Marv, Joe thinks standing his ground against the elephant is more important. We got a priorities problem. Ooh. White Diamonds, while the infrastructure is top notch, food is almost non-existent. White Diamonds, you out there and you see a black Mamba and you ask, where did he come from? Ciao. And I said Joe is down bad. I don't know if he's gonna make it. And then I put Wes is rattle, and that's understandable. Richard Wharton, West should have rocks by the door and a fire to heat them to keep the mambas out. Sleep away from the entrance. I agree. Look, the color of ardent fear, yo. Ooh, West was red, honey. When you're contemplating your life choices, honey, West was going through it. Ciao. Um. And I put word till word. I was crying, honey, because her little speech and stuff like that. Um, Teal's not naked, but she is afraid. Teal is not naked, honey. She does have clothing on. Okay, she made her some clothing when she got there with what she could find out there, but she is not. She not afraid either. She's definitely not afraid. I'm gonna unlike this because she ain't afraid. She not afraid because she out there doing what she need to do. And I put Joe is back in the game. And I said these animals are not playing. Elephants, lions, black mamas. Oh my, okay. No, it was the same amount of commercials, Olympus Mons. Yeah. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Like it was definitely the same amount of episodes. I mean the same amount of commercials. So yeah, y'all, I want to get into some comments that was left. Ooh, y'all, on my Facebook or whatever. Let me see which one. This one? I think so. No, it's not this one. Here we go. Okay, so some people was leaving comments on this, and this is the comment section on the Let's Talk Wild Facebook page, where I posted about episode 4. But people were during the episode 5 while we were watching. People was leaving comments. They couldn't wait, honey. They couldn't wait. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. They couldn't wait until this recap that they left comments on the one from last week about this one. Okay. Diana said, "Does anybody think the apocalyptic show is slow this season?" I don't know. I got to think about that. Nikki Lee. All right. So now I know the show will provide food to the survivalists after 2 animals' mysterious death of dying rest fresh to eat. Oh, honey, that's what y'all talking about over here. Oh, I ain't see all this. Now, I'm not saying that, honey. I don't know what's going on with these animals out here. They eating the tannins, they eating the plants, honey, and getting taken out of here. I don't know. Cynthia said, "What the H is that man doing building a ladder to get away from elephants? They will just knock the tree down. Don't poke the beast. Move out of there." Like, that's what I'm saying. I commented, that's what we all are saying. I'll talk about it when I go live, tonight. Somebody say he needs to migrate to another camp. Yes, I don't know what's holding him back. After catching and eating the catfish last episode, he should have taken that as time to migrate. Yes, Joe should have ate that catfish, got his energy, and headed out. Cynthia, Joe, please move out of there. You can help in another camp for sure. Cynthia and Steven and the woman. Cynthia said, "And Steven and that woman does absolutely nothing. She has hands and legs, work, and you don't." Ooh. Oh my goodness, Miss Cynthia on your neck, honey. She says she is not playing with y'all. Yikes. Don't play with her, honey. Now, I do want to watch some of the clips. Let's see. Let's watch this Black Mamba moment.
It's a snake right next to you.
Oh my god.
Black Mamba.
Oh man, that's scary.
Just crawl up a wall.
Come on.
We've got a Black Mamba in our boma. She'll be dead in 15 minutes. We get bit by one of them.
Yeah.
That's a wordsmith right there. Y'all heard what he said? We got a Black Mamba in a boma. Like, that is a wordsmith. Like, him saying it just, y'all gotta get it. Those that get it.
Look there.
Oh, it's come on.
That's a Black Mamba. Holy crap.
That could hit you in the head, though. You'd be dead.
Where did he come from?
Did he come out of a log?
I have no idea.
And move quick as well.
Yeah.
Did it go underneath there?
Yeah, it crawled right underneath there.
That's scary, yo.
Like this.
Frank,
Not happy.
Put my kind down.
Now this won't kill you, but you're not going to enjoy the sting from it.
Put my kind down, Frank, right now.
I've been stung by several scorpions in the United States, and it could hurt from anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 days.
And y'all, I made a meme about that. I said men that can't stop dating Scorpio women. That's what they say. They've been stung by a scorpion. Shout out to the Scorpios. Oh, here we go. Lion.
What's that?
Sound like a lion? Something really not good is going on right now.
It's him.
Oh man.
Look at
Right there.
Look at T out there with that blade.
Okay, hey, settle down.
I swear.
Good Lord. Holy.
That's scary, yo. Oh, here go the catfish that Frank caught.
Holy crap. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Frank be doing that, boy.
Hunger makes a better hunter.
Frank be doing that thing, boy. He doing what he gotta do, honey. Frank is handling business. I know that's right. Ooh, this was a great episode. I loved it. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate you guys. I am exhausted. You guys you can't tell, but I'm really tired. And once I cut this camera off, I'm gonna be like I'm ready to take a bath and just relax. I appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out to Steve for coming through to the channel, the comments, leaving a comment, showing us some love. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the other survivalists of Naked and Afraid that have come over and showed the girl some love. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the episode. Y'all know I like reading the comments, but I also like talking to you guys in my comments. Okay, let me know how you guys are feeling about the episode, the survivalists, the animals attacking, honey. Oh my, what's going on? Leave a comment. Let me know. Turn on your post notifications so you guys can be notified when I upload. Support you guys. Listen, it takes a lot. And it takes a village and it takes a community. And I love that I'm building a community with y'all. So yeah, if y'all got it, if y'all don't, it's all love. Subscribe, like, share. That's for free, right? But if you got little coins and a little donation to the Let's Talk About PayPal or Venmo, everything will be linked in the description box. Now, y'all already know it's a wild world out there, but keep surviving. I'll talk to you guys next week. Well, this week, going to do some animal news. But if you're here for Naked and Afraid, I'll talk to you guys next Sunday. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.